people. She is an executive regional vice president with Arbonne. And at Casey's car presentation 14 years ago, I was a total newbie, but I was so impressed with Diane, and I just wanted to grow up and be like her. I went up to her and I said, someday you're going to speak at my car presentation. And she was like, yeah, okay, I will. And I'm like, I just told a regional vice president, that I'm going to go to region and she's going to speak at my car presentation. It took a years. That's okay. I love you. Take it away.
Well, everything has been said. So honestly, it has been beautiful, hasn't it? Give them a hand. And Linda and her team are just beautiful people. And I've loved watching her journey. 15 years. We do have so much in common. The accounting background, opening brick and mortar stores like Linda did, and then selling the stores. But her journey has been one of love, and you don't get to the level of RVP until you've helped a lot of people. A lot of times we have our whole team here, and we have them all stand, but kudos to you guys. I want to give them another hand. But where do I start? I'm getting nervous all of a sudden.
Just read it.
I know, I'm going to read too. Sorry, I'm going to read. Hi, Live. So anyway, so you can do, yes, I just need to relax, take a breath, because I love Linda, and I just really pray that I would just speak the words that is going to impact somebody here. That's just going to, whether you're on the fence about Arbonne or not, just really impact somebody. So we know about being an employee, we know about being having a brick and mortar business, but I'm here to tell you that there's another way to do life. There's another way to do life, and it's building an asset with a beautiful, beautiful company. And I can't imagine my life without Arbonne. The products and the business, they have truly changed my life. And I just hope that something I say tonight is going to resonate with you. Because honestly, people from all walks of life are joining Arbonne. You can be a doctor, you can be a lawyer, you could be a stay-at-home mom, you could be a corporate executive. It doesn't matter what you're doing. You can, who's here? Did you say Donna Bradley was your upline? What was Donna Bradley doing when she was discovered? She was cleaning houses when Arbonne, came into her life. And it's so funny, I actually have this in there. I think of her. So no matter where you are in life, Arbonne can be a fit for you. You might have all the money in the world, but you don't have any time to enjoy it. You might have all the flexibility and time, but you don't have enough money at the end of the month. So it doesn't matter where you are. We have one life to live on this earth, and we want to truly make the best of it, don't we? We do. I actually discovered Arbonne about 18 years ago, and I was turning 40 at the time, and I was kind of having a meltdown because I wasn't going to be in my 30s anymore, and I was turning 40, and my girlfriend, Susan Evans, who, Casey, is that your sponsor? There's a few, but anyway, she's our national vice president. Susan Evans had been asking me to take a look at the products. And I wasn't interested, but I turned 40 and I had this little mini meltdown. And when I had that mini meltdown, I called her and I said, yeah, I'd like to try the products. And I fell in love with the skincare. How many of you, when you started using skincare or started going, I can't stop feeling how soft my skin is? I mean, honestly, it's the truth. And then eventually I fell in love with the nutrition as well. At the time when I discovered Arbonne, or Susan introduced it to me, I was working at a CPA firm as an accountant, working 60, 70, 80 hours a week, crazy hours, missing time with my family, wanting to be there. My kids were in high school, going to be going off to college, and I remember, who remembers that $4.95 Beltway sniper? Well, I was driving up and down from Baltimore all the way down to Northern Virginia when that was happening, and I was scared. I was afraid to get out of my car one time when my windshield wiper flew off. This was before I had the Mercedes, and I was like, I won't even pull over to a stop, anyway. So I'm just stressed about my job and life and just, kind of quietly desperate. Anybody ever felt that? Like, you didn't know that there was something else that you could do? So, we also owned a couple restaurants, and if you've ever, who here is actually an employee, like they have a day job? Anyone have a day job? How about anyone who owns a business? Anybody own a business? Well, yeah, we've done that before. So I can tell you, it's not that much better, because when I owned the business, all I wanted to do, we had a couple restaurants and we had a catering business, and all I wanted to do when I had a business was be an employee. And then when I became an employee, I thought, I don't want to be an employee anymore. And I just felt like, what was the middle ground, right? So because the businesses owned us, and it was also really burning out my husband, and that's where I was. I was praying for something. I was praying for change, something different in my life. And I actually thought about, because I actually liked doing bookkeeping, don't you, Linda? I mean, I kind of like it, but I didn't like the hours. And I thought, well, I'll start my own bookkeeping business. And I thought, that's going to be more of the same. That's trading time for money, right? Work a little, get paid a little, right? So when I was secretly kind of praying and, just really looking for something, this is when the business side of Arbonne started to come to life. And I was watching my girlfriend Susan, who was actively building the business, and she was having flexibility, and she was helping people. She had no 9 to 5. She was loving life, honestly, and I'm thinking, she's doing this, I'm doing this, and then all at the same time, it was a tug at my heart that this just might be something different for me. And at that same time, she asked me to help her with her accounting, because that's what I did, right? So she'd hand me her override check, and an override check is like a paycheck, that Arbonne calls them override checks. And she goes, help me post this, and I would post it. And I just kind of noticed that her paychecks were going up and up and up, and I knew that she was having flexibility, and she had her days. She worked, consistently, and she worked hard, but it wasn't a 9 to 5. And that was just also intriguing to me. And next thing I know, she's earning her car as well. And that was super intriguing to me, because I didn't understand that. I just, I was corporate. That's what I kind of understood. So long story short, I just asked for more information, and I learned about the business model of Arbonne, and it's a beautiful business model of social marketing, network marketing. And I jumped in, and 14 months later, I was able to earn my Mercedes as well. And I have never looked back. In about that time, because I started building the business on the side, and I started earning more with my part-time Arbonne business than I was with my full-time job. So you may be looking for something different if you're a guest here, or somebody you know. So honestly, tonight, just keep your ears open, because something I may say may just intrigue you. I'm going to do just a little bit of background about Arbonne, so bear with me, those who've been around for a while. We were founded in 1980. Our founder was Peter Moore, and he just wanted to create a better, safer product. He just wanted a beautiful, product, pure, safe, and beneficial. And he was kind of green before green was green. And he also was very much a visionary, and he wanted to have a business that women and men could be entrepreneurs. He just felt that was really important. And he brought his young family from Norway to the United States, and then he's expanded to, like Linda said, 7 countries. And it's a beautiful thing. We are the #1 brand for healthy living inside and out. And I was always so proud when we would say we were following the European standards, right? And it was just 1,500 ingredients that we wouldn't use. Well, I am so proud to say that Arbonne has a not allowed list of over 2,000 products that we deem too toxic to be even put in our products. And that's amazing. And who knows how many the FDA says? Y'all Arbonne consultants? About 10 or 11, right? So very proud. So our mission has always been for purity and safety. We're vegan, non-GMO. I love how Dana says, we don't allow anything artificial, nothing artificial. So what are some of the perks of this business? Who's a guest actually? We had Linda share about who's a consultant. Who here is a guest? Yes, good. Let me take a little water here. So I'm just gonna share a little bit of some of the perks of our business. It's part-time, which is a beautiful thing, because you really work it around your schedule and your family. It can be 1 to 10 hours a week you choose. Most people working alongside their business. Secondly, it's a global business. You can do business in all the countries Arbonne is from your cell phone, from your computer. It's beautiful. You can be sleeping and people elsewhere, you can be earning money, honestly, when you sleep. It's a low-risk startup, $49 to start your Arbonne business. And the average product order is about $250 to $500, versus maybe a franchise is like $50,000. I was gonna say 30,000. Linda's like, the minimum is like 50,000 nowadays. And honestly, we, one of our restaurants, 500,000, yeah. So we started a restaurant, like 30-some years ago, and I think we spent minimally, just startup cost was over $100,000. And you don't even start making money right away. So this is beautiful, $49 to start a global business. It's huge. Home office partnership. You know, we love our home office, and our home office says we say they're the best, and they say we're the best, right? We have just a beautiful partnership with the Arbonne home office, because from day one, you get product development, you know, customer service, you get social marketing tools, branding. It's beautiful, all for $49, right? Free business coaching, we lock arms with you. And just there's online training, there's Zoom trainings, because we want you to succeed. We want you to grow a great business because we have a vested interest in you. We want you to succeed. Not like in corporate America, not like when I walked into my little cubicle and nobody wanted to tell me anything because I might get their job, right? We really love on you and want you to grow your business. I don't have to tell you, there's wonderful tax benefits in this business, which is amazing. And you earn from day one. So how does it work? Well, it's a lot of people doing a little. We grow teams, right? We love the product, we share the product, and we ask people to join us, just like Linda said. We stop using products that are not healthy for us, and we start using Arbonne products, and then we share. So we always say we stop, we start, and we share, and that's really a simple plan. And the more you stop and share, the larger business that you can grow. So what is the difference? This is kind of where I want to kind of end. What is the difference between a wage income and an asset income? A wage income is you give your time, they give you money. And it doesn't matter whether you're an employee and they give you time, or whether you own a business, because we own a business. And we only make money when we're working there. And that means limited time to limited income. So an asset income is so different. Your income is produced by hundreds, if not thousands of people. I mean, Linda has hundreds of customers. Anyone who's grown to that level is hundreds of customers that are purchasing over and over consumable products. And it's a beautiful thing. And you're earning on that, right? And just a couple statistics, just to get you thinking on the trends that are happening right now. In 2016, the U.S. was considered the most valuable beauty and personal care market in the world. And we had $84 billion in revenue. We're part of that. Arbonne is part of that. And since 2005, every year, 6%, people have been, the increase in taking nutritional supplements has increased 6%. So 76% of Americans now take nutritional supplements. So what does that mean? We're part of both of these trends. People want what Arbonne has. It doesn't matter if you're a stay-at-home mom and you work your business, you can grow to the top of this company. Or you could be a busy OBGYN working 60, 70, 80 hours a week, and you can grow to the top of this company and earn more than you are as an OBGYN. We have many of them. It's actually an equal opportunity business. Everything we do is also a skill, and it is taught and it is learned. And like I said, we have a vested interest to really help you. So I want you to just kind of pause and take a breath and think. What is it that God has laid on your heart that you're really looking for? And Arbonne just may be that. Maybe it's to give back more. Maybe it's an exit strategy from your job. Maybe it is to build a really large business and earning more money than you could even imagine. Maybe it's a little shoe money or a little play money. No matter what it is, and you've heard this saying before, if you keep doing what you're doing, you're going to keep getting what you get. So, where will you be in the next 3 to 5 years? And if you're happy with that, that is wonderful. If you're set for life, that's wonderful. However, if you're not set for life, if you're not earning what you like, you don't have the flexibility, Arbonne truly may be something that you're looking for. We are growing in all countries, and I think you shared this. No, let's see. Last quarter, we grew double digits in 2018, right? And then recently, I think on one of our calls, they shared that from January 2018 compared to January 2019, we grew 22%. That's huge, guys. That is huge. You want to be a part of it because Arbonne is growing, and they're growing with or without you. We want to get into that and get moving. So if there's one thing that I can really encourage you to do is, like Linda said, get back with the person who invited you and go have a cup of tea. Open your heart and just get some more information about this wonderful business. That's all I wanted to share.
These are beautiful. These are the people that love on you when you're at Arbonne. So, all right, I am going to rip through these numbers.